Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Welcome to the G-Lew Show Friday night interviews. Tonight we got a very special guest. My homeboy, Rob E. Blaxican Rob is in the motherfucking building. Let's go.
Rob E. Hey, drone shots through the palm trees. Patron shots smoking on that bomb weed. If you don't know my name, I'm Rob E. Watch me pull up to the scene, whole squad deep. Ask around who's been holding it down. My mom's from Jalisco, so it's black and the brown. I'm standing on business, ain't no backing them down. Low riders get the hopping, bumper smacking the ground. I'm back with the crown, just another LA Dodger hat. Always on the grind, I keep my pockets fat. Everybody strapped, turn around and watch your back. Pull up to the trap, other side of the tracks. 100-round drum down borrazos. Diego Rivera, it's not Picasso. Don't play with the hustle, that's how we got dough. And that 6'7" Chevy, watch it drop low. 100-round drum down borrazos. Diego Rivera, it's not Picasso. Don't play with the hustle, that's how we got dough. And that 6'7" Chevy, watch it drop.
Might see me in your hood with the Mexicans. Got the brown and the black back at it again. When them niggas come together, be like, who that is? Let's get this money. Fuck all the rest of the shit. Carne asada, tacos, and barbecue pits. Front to back, 6'4", hit the switch. My little project, niggas just hit the lick. It's legit.
Yay. Rob E is in the motherfucking building tonight. He's live on location at his show.
Dickies with the tucks, not giving a fuck.
Let's go.
We all about that life and we living it up. Couple pumps in the trunk with the beat that bumps. Hear them talk about the hustle when they speak on us. Making moves every day like a CEO. Camera crew on the scene like a TV show. They be paying top dollar for the weed we smoke. Cortez and them chucks when you see me go. Up at Mariachi Plaza, unite with the raza. Getting dough like masa and smell like a rasta. She calling me Papa, I fuck with them shotters. Got a couple partners that run in your casa. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show out. New Cortez switching up the whole style. You can check my name, pull my whole file. And these LA streets is where it goes down.
All these niggas and all these hoes in here. Somebody wear blue chucks. All these niggas and all these hoes in here. Wear your Cortez, Cortez. All these niggas and all these hoes in here. Somebody wear blue chucks. All these niggas and all these hoes in here. Wear your Cortez, Cortez. It's the way of life and it's not no dance. Gangsters don't dance, but they keep it in their pants. Sit in the trap house and make a couple bands. When we say one time, put it on a scan. Look up and drop in the minivan. Scuffed up, my Cortez like damn. Blue chucks and I'm blowing that blue stuff. Come through and I wish a nigga would, cuz. Hey, where my nigga Rob E at, cuz? Let's hit HP. Fuck it. Now we're pulling down the boulevard. Niggas standing out trying to act hard. So I had to pull out the Cortez, the blue chucks with the blue laces like, oh man. And I ain't got time to conversate. So what them niggas over there trying to say? All these niggas and all these hoes in here. Somebody wear blue chucks. All these niggas and all these hoes in here. Wear your Cortez, Cortez. All these niggas and all these hoes in here. Somebody wear blue chucks. All these niggas and all these hoes in here. Wear your Cortez, Cortez. All these niggas and all these hoes in here. Somebody wear blue chucks. All these niggas and all these hoes in here. Wear your Cortez, Cortez. All these niggas and all these hoes in here. Somebody wear blue chucks. All these niggas and all these hoes in here. Wear your Cortez, Cortez.
Yep. Okay, everyone. Welcome to the G-Lew Show. It is Friday Night Live interviews, and tonight, like I told you, we got a very special guest. Yeah, man, we got a very special guest, like I told you, and he is here. Without any further ado, the homie Rob E is in the motherfucking building. What up, homeboy?
Let's go. Turn up, man. Black and the brown. You already know. Black and the brown.
You already know what's popping, my boy. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, man. I just got done performing right here at the 420 Nurses location. And, man, we going up, man. We going up.
Right. That's right. First of all, man, how does it feel to perform tonight, man? How was the performance? Give me the rundown.
Oh man, it was good. I got here a little early. I always like to get to my shows early. You know what I mean? Peep the scene,
Right.
and it was people already pulling up. And by the time it was ready to perform, the crowd was ready. The crowd was right. It was a nice amount of people showed up, and yeah, man. And we did our thing, man. Once we touched the mic, we always shut it down. So.
Right. Tell them what the show was tonight. What was going on tonight, man?
We had just a birthday celebration. It was like a private event, with vendors, um, cannabis, of course.
Right.
I'm rolling one up right now,
That's
and
right.
yeah, man, just good vibes, good music. They had other artists performing. I think I hear artists performing right now. They still got artists performing. It's going down to 10, so
Right.
it's a nice event, man. It's actually where I kind of one of the places I got my start as far as like reaching with different features. I met Nocturnal at this location
Okay.
a while back, and I got a song with Nocturnal. And I met him here. You know what I mean? So it's a cool little spot.
Right. That's a beautiful thing. So
Yeah.
before we get into all that, take us back a bit, Rob E, man. Tell us, because you're talking about the connections you made, all the things you do. I see all the things you're doing. Like, we're gonna get into all that, man. I respect your grind. You're a hustler. I see you every day, homie, getting to it. Like, whether it's business, personal, family shit, fitness, you do it every day, bro. And I respect. I respect it. Take us back a bit, Rob E. How does this whole thing start for the homie Rob E, man?
Well, like all the way from the beginning, like I started off like with my dad. My dad a musician, you know what I mean? So just being with my dad put me in like the drums, like playing drums.
Right.
So like I remember like days when I was younger being at Leimert Park, not even want to be there, but drumming with my dad, you know what I mean? At the drum circles back in like the early 2000s, and my dad, and even as a kid, like in the house, as far as I can remember, drums been around me, so my dad kind of molded. He helped mold like my music essence, like for what I represent with music, and he helped mold that to where it's at now. Even when I started doing rap, like my dad was a big part of it too. He paid for the session I did with he helped pay the session I did with Nocturnal. You know what I mean? And invested in me, you know what I mean, and made sure, he bought the beat and all that, So yeah, my dad was a big part of like getting me started, But most part was like the drums in the beginning. That was my love for music. We still do drum circles. We still do drum circles with the OGs, like Afro Cubano style, like Cuban salsa, merengue, Rob do it all, man. We get busy.
I seen you doing that. I seen you post stuff like that, right? And now it makes sense why you do it. You know what I mean? Because I see you to post a lot of stuff with the drum circles and freestyles and stuff. You know what I mean? So now that puts a face to it on why you do it.
Yeah, bro. Like as a teenager, I remember like in the summer, I was selling chew sticks, body oils, water at Leimert. You know what I mean? That hustle. Like that type of hustle. Like when my dad was playing drums, me and my sister we used to set the table up and sell chew sticks, waters, chips, soda, body oils, incense, all that. You know what I mean? And like that's what my dad always taught us how to hustle. Like and my sister today, my sister and my mom, they own a restaurant. You know what I mean? So he must have did something good. You feel me?
Right. I see now, again, I see the structure, because sometimes that's why it's good we talk about these things. When you talk about the background and the structure and the foundation you're made of, that explains why we see in you doing what you do on a daily basis. Like the hustle was put in you, the structure was laid, the foundation was there, homie.
Yeah, for sure.
And I understand that. Also, let me speak on this, because you talk about your pops, right? Obviously in the Leimert Park district. And for the people who don't know, Rob E is of Blaxican descent. He's black and brown, right? So obviously your father gave you that side. Speak about your mother's side and the brown side that you represent so hard as well. It gives you that cultural background.
For sure. Yeah, because that's who I am. I'm Blaxican Rob. So my mom actually came from Zapopan, Jalisco in 1974. She moved from Jalisco to Van Nuys.
Okay.
And she lived in Van Nuys for a bit, but ended up going to North Hollywood High where she met my dad. My dad from Detroit. So my mom's from Jalisco and my dad from Detroit.
Right.
So you know, those are my roots, and I come from a real proud Mexican family, you know. So especially at the times we live in right now, it's important. If you brown, you got to be loud and proud. You know what I mean? So yeah, my mom's from Jalisco, and I represent to the fullest. You know, black and brown. You know.
That's right. That's right. And that's a beautiful thing. And I think that's one of the things I've seen in you early, and I respect in that connects you and I, because I'm obviously not black and brown, but I came up that way. You know what I mean? Black and brown. That's how I was raised. That's how my background is. So it's obviously great to see you doing your thing and being able to represent, because, you know, when we're in this LA scene, this LA culture, bro, that's really what it is, the black and brown. And you know what I mean? And that's what this shit is made up of and represents, you know. And you know, over the years, you know how the past has been, you know, ups and downs with all that and everything. But I love to see people like you. That's what it's about, bringing it together. And we're in a day and time now where it is a thing. You know what I mean? I love to see that, bro.
Yeah, for sure. It's important to have unity. You know what I mean? Even with between the black and the brown, because we grew up together. You know what I mean? Especially in LA.
Right.
You know, like my mom and dad, they've been married since '84. You know, and they still married. You know what I mean? So there's and my dad's sister, she married my uncle by marriage. He's from Zacatecas. You know, and that's my dad's blood sister. You know, so we got black and brown all through our family. You know what I mean?
Right. That's a beautiful thing. How does it feel? Well, before I go back a little bit more and talk more about how you got into doing what you do, how does it feel to be a representative of that, man? Like everywhere you go, you know, you represent that black and brown, and it's a. How does it feel to get that love, man, and see people proud of you to do what you do? And is it always proud moments? Do you have any? I mean, I don't know the good and bad of that, but how does it feel overall?
Yeah, I mean, I feel most good. You know, I get most like love. You know, a lot of love for being who I am, and it's just who I am. You know what I mean? So for a long time in the beginning, my music, if you check some of my old records, I wasn't too heavy on pushing like you know, the black and the brown.
Right.
Because I was just, you know, on like party music and having music like having that, you know, type of thing. I always like the theme song, you know, so my music was always directed like popping bottles. You know, we had a song called popping bottle after bottle, popping bottle after bottle after bottle. You know what I mean? Shit like that, smoking weed and turning up. So I really wasn't, you know, catering to that demographic. But once I did tap in, my mom was like, "Estás pendejo." You're like, "I've been telling you that the whole time. You should have been, you know." Right. And it's just me being myself. Like I grew up, you know, in you know, multicultural household. You know, my granddad is old school mariachi, you know, from Jalisco, you know, so I grew up with my tios singing on the karaoke, you know.
Right.
And all that, you know. I know how to sing in Spanish, you know, too. Wow. So I get down, bro. Yo puedo cantar en español también, you know. So yeah, bro, we just bring it, like you said, we bring it together, you know, and I get a lot of love for it. And it's just me being me, bro.
Right. Which is a beautiful thing. I was gonna ask you, do you think it takes, like you said earlier on, you wasn't tapped in all the way with doing that. Do you think it takes time for you to, even with the music we do, you know, because you're an artist, and of course when you're starting off, you're trying to find your sound, you're trying to find the feel what you want to do. Do you think that as you grew older with your sound, you grew into what you wanted to do and the sound you wanted to make and what you wanted to represent?
Yeah, I feel like you know, as I matured as an artist, I understood, like, you know, and just for all you other artists out there, you know, you got to make music for everybody.
Right.
You know, you can't just have music for, and you can, but then you're gonna sell yourself short just for that crowd when you could be making a universal sound for
Right.
everybody, you know. And that's what we do. We do West Coast culture, you know, for everybody on the West Coast to vibe with, and even people in the, you know, Midwest and on the East Coast, they hear our shit. We knocking, you know, because we
Right.
got low riders, you know, palm trees, you know, we coming with that whole culture, you know.
Right.
Then we got the black and the brown, you know, the whole element is there. You feel me? So,
Right. Rob, who were some of your influences, bro, growing up, or when you started doing music? Who were some of your musical influences, bro?
I'm old school, so I like the So I grew up listening to a lot of oldies. So I want to put that out there. I like a lot of oldies. So Motown, you know what I mean? And I was actually born in Detroit. I didn't move to California until I was young. I was like 10 years old, you know?
Okay.
So I got that connection with Detroit, you know? And even when my song, you know, my mom's from Jalisco, so it's Black and the Brown. When I said that line about Picasso, you know, and it's not Picasso, you know, the artist, what's the artist name? The Mexican artist. Damn, I'm high as hell. I can't remember my own lyrics.
It's all good.
But yeah, man, it's a connection with that artist that went out to Detroit, and he did all type of murals out there. Forget the artist name. I said it in my song. I'm fucking high as fuck, man. 420 Nurse. Shout out to the 420 Nurses. They got me right over here.
Hey, shout out, before we continue, I want to give a shout out to Detroit, like DD said, because actually my homeboy, my brother, man, my producer, Digital West, who I do a lot of music with, he's from Detroit, bro. And so I know he's probably watching, so I know he appreciates that. And but at the same time, he loves the West Coast. Everything he does is West Coast influence, right? But he comes from Detroit, and he has a strong background there. I want to ask you this. Coming from Detroit, because when you say your mom is Mexican, your dad's black, but you were from Detroit, how was that out there? Because I know when you say that here in LA, that's more of a normal thing. But in Detroit, how was that for you?
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I go to Detroit, I'm sliding with my cousins. I'm a LA like damn near. I'm damn near a native, bro. Like, you know, I go over there, I really don't know too much. Right. Detroit's a whole nother ball game, you feel me? So and I haven't did any shows out there yet. So but when I do slide out there with my cousins, it's just a whole, like, it's different. Like you got Mexican Village out there, and you got Latinos out there, you know what I mean? But I haven't tapped in over there, you know, with what I've been doing lately. So but I got a lot of family out there in Detroit, you know.
Right. And that's what.
Rest in peace to my granny. We just lost our granny, man. My granny was living in Detroit for so long.
Condolences, brother. Condolences.
Sir.
And that's what I was getting at too. How was is there like a scene out there like that where it's black and brown as well, or a brown presence in Detroit? I never knew that.
There's a brown presence for sure.
Okay.
But I really don't know too much. Shit. I know Pops know. You know, right. my dad, he in the motorcycle club, so, and they just went to Detroit earlier this year.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They drove all the way over there. They rode on the bikes, you know?
Right.
My brother too. My brother from the club over there too. So they're from the Gentleman, Los Angeles Gentleman. Shout out to the Gentleman.
Shout out to the Gentleman.
Hey, while I'm giving shout outs, man, shout out to Hustle Music, man. Shout out to Hustle Music. Yeah, man.
I was gonna get to that eventually. I'm gonna get to Hustle Music and the connection, definitely, man. Shout out to Hustle Music, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I was gonna ask you too. You speaking about your influences being Detroit, Motown. How about like when it comes to rap, or when you started?
Yeah, so when it comes to rap, yeah, I know I got lost, man. My bad. You got me stoned over here. Let me put this shit out here. Let me pass it.
Fire some shit up.
Yeah, I just passed it over. Yeah, so I like Scarface. Like Scarface is big influence because I like where he goes, where he tell a story. You know what I mean?
Right.
So Scarface, old school, you know, Tupac, Method Man, Nas.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about my. Is it 4 or 5?
That was like, yeah, that was a good lineup though, bro. That was a
Snoop, I fuck with Uncle Snoop, man. You gotta fuck with Snoop on the West Coast, just what he
right,
does, but like evolving with time and
right.
just staying relevant as an artist. He's to survive it. You know what I mean? Being Snoop, the challenges of being Snoop. You know what I mean? Like that's
That's
that's something to admire as an artist.
for sure, man. No one has done that. Like I say that at times too, man. Like Snoop he does get his props, but we on the West Coast sometimes I think take Snoop for granted. You know what I mean? And don't give him as much props as he needs because, like you said, he's done it and been the face of this shit and keeps our culture going out here. You know what I mean? It's still relevant, still
Yeah.
connected with the younger artists, still, you know what I mean, visible and still doing this thing at a high level, man. So shout out to Snoop, man.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to Snoop.
Yeah, and that was an impressive
Black and Brown.
lineup. Black and Brown. That was an impressive lineup of your influences as well. Nas, Scarface, Method Man, Tupac. Man, some of my favorites as well, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How about the homie, man? I know you didn't mention him, but I know I want to ask you about the homie Nip. What type of influence did Nip have you just as an inspiration and what he did for LA, bro? Coming from the bottom,
Man.
doing it the way he did.
Yeah, you can't forget Neighborhood Nip, man.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie, I cried when Nip died, man. Nip definitely up there on like my, top artists that I like to listen to,
Right.
and that influenced me. Like, I don't want to say Nip really influenced me lyrically though. He really influenced me like on the business aspect as an artist to
Right.
see how he handled business and see what he did, not just business, but how he gave back. And he's still giving back through his foundation. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's like, that right there, man, that's beautiful right there. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I had to mention that and ask you about Nip because I see obviously I see Nip in you too, the influence, like you said,
Oh, yeah.
not to be the music, but just what you do and how you move, brother. And like I said earlier, I really respect because I'm always, I follow you, of course, you're the homie, and I be seeing you every day, bro. Like you got something going on every day. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
I
man,
look,
we stay busy. You gotta stay busy.
that's inspiration, brother. Even to me, bro. I look at that. I'm like, man, I respect what the homie's doing because every day I see you like all day doing something, homie. The gym, the family time, you know what I mean, or moving around, or you got a show. You got to like show every week. So I'm like,
Yeah.
my boy is grinding.
Yeah, for sure, man. If it ain't with my daughter, her basketball, you know what I mean, is out there. I mean, if you don't see me doing nothing, I'm out there getting to it, man. Still got to pay bills, you know what I mean? So,
Right.
but other than that, man, it's just mostly family, studio,
Right.
like you said, shows after shows, and then back to the gym. You got, because health is wealth.
That part.
At the end of the day, you get sick, God forbid. It's
Yeah.
only so much money you can do.
Right.
You know what I mean? So health is wealth.
That's a fact. Hey, break this down now. Tell us about the team. I know, like I said, we're gonna get to Hustle Music, as I'm sure you're gonna include. But tell us about the team, the foundation of Rob B, because I know it doesn't all happen, just under Rob B. You know what I mean? How does all this happen to make the machine move, homie?
Man, it is a team behind me. I for one, I got my producer. I got a good producer, and I feel like when I found him, that's when my music, it's better. It became easier to start making music.
Right.
Once I linked up with Hard Drive Entertainment, my boy Big Mike. You know what I mean? Hustle Music. Everybody know Hustle Music. I've been rocking with Hustle Music for like almost, I think, going on 3 to 4 years now.
Wow.
Yeah. And I met him through my homegirl. It's been about 3 years. I met him through the homegirl in the lowrider community. You know what I mean?
Right.
I seen her in her 6'4" with the Hustle Music flag in the 6'4". The homegirl G's Rag. Shout out to G.
G,
And
what up?
Shout out to Homegirl Gladys. Hey, we seen the Hustle Music flag, and I started questioning like, who's Hustle Music? You know what I mean? Because like you said, Nipsey Hustle, man.
Right.
That I was like drawn to that, trying to figure out, hey, hey homie, who Hustle Music? And then I
Right.
found out when I met Hustle Music, he was doing the reggaeton shows, the hip hop reggaeton, and then he'll bring out the banda. So he
Right.
had that mix, and I was like, oh, I love that shit. You know, like he got the mix with the hip hop, and he
Right.
still bring out the banda. They do the corridos and everything. So I was like, oh man, that's right up my alley. You know, so once I told him, I was like, yeah, bro, my mom's from Jalisco. You know, my mom's from Zapopan, Jalisco. He was like, what? My mom's from Jalisco, you know, so we clicked, you know. And
Right.
yeah, ever since then, I've been rocking with Hustle Music since he had the old location on 12th Street in Los Angeles, downtown LA. And we
Wow.
did a lot of shows. We did some of our first big shows together. Well, so I should say a couple of my first big shows where he let me host. You know what I mean?
Right.
And yeah, it's been good ever since. Bigger and better, been getting bigger and better.
Right. Let me ask you this, and I want to get more to Hustle Music after this, but what got you to the point like where you even first of all felt comfortable hosting a show, you know, with big crowds, and you know when you host you have to be the host throughout the night, all that. How does Hustle Music choose you to host shows? What is the background on that? Were you doing that? Were you like all because of your musical background? What makes you become the host of Hustle Music, doing what you do as you do it well, bro?
Well, you know what? How it started, bro. The first show I did with Hustle Music, there was no host,
Okay.
and I was like, you know, like between artists, there was like, you know, with the change and the change of the songs and just like the flow of it, I'm like, man, this got to be something we can do. You know what I mean?
Right.
And Hustle Music knows it. When I met him, I was like, you know, closing time came. I seen Hustle. He used to be over there mopping and fucking sweeping that shit on his own. I'm like, bro,
Right.
you do this shit on your own? I'm like, man, you got another broom? You know, I'm like, he laughed. He started laughing. I'm like, I'm serious, bro. Like, where the broom at? I'll help you, bro. I'm not tripping. I ain't never like that. You know,
Right.
especially a motherfucker getting paid. You know what I mean? These are paid shows. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I had to be there towards the night. My light keep dying over here. I had
It's
to
all
be there towards the night. I'm watching him sweep. I'm like, man, give me the mop, bro. You know what I mean? So he's seen that shit. That's why we became business partners. You know,
wow.
because he seen that I was willing to pick up that mop. You know what I mean? And put
Right.
in the work. And that's basically that's how it started. He didn't have no host, and I jumped on board. I was like, this is what we need. The transitions between artists, how we bringing up artists. I was like, we need somebody to actually, hey, we got our next artist coming up. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
We need to check the vibe control, crowd control, all that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's how we started. You know, and I've gotten better over the time. You know, and
So,
just learning as I went, low key. But I seen it done so many times, rocking with DJ Havoc and the Sesh Up gang and everybody. You know what I mean? So I seen Havoc do that shit all the time. So I kind of take notes. You know, I'm one of them artists that like to take notes as I go. I'm never a hater. I know my time gonna come. So I always, you know, clap for the next man
right.
and take notes. You know what I mean?
Right. I respect that, Rob. I was gonna ask you, when did you know? I guess you learned over time, but did you feel comfortable, like off top, like or did it gradually? Because I mean that's a big task to hold. Some people can't handle that. You know, not only talking on the mic to a big crowd, but hosting the whole show. You know what I mean? Being comfortable with it, not being like you know what I mean, intimidated by the
Yeah,
crowd.
in the beginning, it was easy, but there was always like you know, especially dealing with the set list with the artists
Right.
and the time slots and making sure they're on time and to perform and all the other you know different aspects that come with you know not just hosting but dealing with those artists and managing their almost as like a stage manager, you know, in a way. Because you know, we're a small team at Hustle Music, you know, so but that's another reason why I brought Miss West Coast on board, man. Miss West Coast.
Miss West Coast, that's the home girl right there, man.
Yeah, shout out to Miss West Coast. I brought her on board because I seen her do it before. You know what I mean? I seen her host before.
Right.
And I loved her vibe, you know what I mean? I loved her vibe. I love, like, you know, her style and how she's invested in the culture as well, you know what I mean? So you know, she's real like about raza, you know what I mean? So I had to bring her on board, you know, to make sure, you know, we had somebody that was on the same page as us, and she was with it right away, you know?
Right. Hey, you know, that makes sense now that why I seen her pretty much co-hosting the G show last week. Cause I know her, but I didn't know, you know, she was doing that. So now that makes sense that you said that she's on board with you all. That's dope, man. Shout out to her.
And she helped me out a lot. There's been times where I've like put the mic down and be like, hey, Miss West Coast, what do I do? You know what I mean? So like that's the homegirl like all day. She's like helped me out a lot and to get me to like, hey, or she'll just take over. Sometimes people like to hear, you know, that woman's voice, you know.
Right.
They don't always want to hear Robbie, you know. But yeah, Miss West Coast, she definitely she helped your boy out a lot with the hosting, you know. That's why we brought her on.
Right. Shout out
and
to
then, and in the beginning, we you know, we had and not too many struggles, you know. It was all internal, you know. It was all internal. Most events is like that. But like lately, like our last few events, they've been beautiful, man. You know, no fights. Right. None of our events have fights, bro. No squabbles. Everybody just vibing. Everybody having a good time, you know.
Right. That's right.
Shout out to Miss West Coast.
West Coast, she's dope. She's always shown me love too, man. She's just like she's a real homegirl, man. She's
solid, homie. She's solid.
She is, man. Shout out to her, man. I know she has a new handle now on her IG. It ain't Miss West Coast. She has a different handle.
But, High Heel Hustle. High Heel Hustle.
There it is. Shout out to High Heel Hustle, Miss West Coast, man. Make sure you show her love.
Yeah, she gonna be forever Miss West Coast though.
Right. And she's like the lady Snoop Dogg. She every time I see her, she's smoking, homie.
Yeah, we big blowing.
Hey, can Miss West Coast hang with you on the smoke, or can she out smoke you, homie?
I don't know. That's a good question, man. She smoked though. I know she smoked them backwoods, you know, like that shit have a motherfucker lightheaded. I smoke switchers and sometimes I take the shell off. So she be smoking heavy, low key. I don't know. She might be able to get me. But hey, one thing about her, she ain't gonna smoke with everybody though. I know that.
That's right. As she should.
Dog.
That's right. Hey, we got a question from the chat. The homie Raymond. Raymond said, "How did it feel hosting a Hustle Music event with King Little G?"
Oh man, that's like I feel like it's. I can't even compare it to other events because we had Mellow Man Ace and that's legendary in its own. But this event with King Lil G, it was just like, man, it was phenomenal, bro. Mm-hmm. Can you got my charger? Hey, I just seen my phone. I'm doing my live stream from the phone.
You got what happened, bro? You froze up. Oh shit. He must have said his phone died. That's probably what he was saying because he said he was looking at his phone. His phone probably died. I guess he'll check back in. Damn. Let me give a shout out to the chat. Shout out to Overcoming Native Eagles. Shout out to Ulysses in the chat. Shout out to my producer, DD Hairston. Make sure you follow DD Hairston. Follow our new channel, the official G-Lew Show channel. Check out our website, the G-Lew Show at lovable.app. We got everything you need to know about the G-Lew Show on that app. We got all the merchandise, all the past shows, reunions we did, pictures, videos. Make sure you go check out the website. Didi, put the website in the chat for the people who don't know. You dig? And we got apparel. We got the G-Lew Show reunion hats, the golf hats. We got G-Lew Show shirts like this, other ones, all of that. Check out the merch. The new, there it is right there. That's the website, y'all. No, that's the Instagram page. Official G-Lew Show IG page right there. Yeah. But she's gonna put the website up there in a minute. Hopefully the homie checks back in because I think he said his phone died, man. But that's the homie Rob E. If you don't know, now you know. We just had an event which I was invited to by Rob E. and Hustle Music about a week ago. It featured King Lil G as the headliner. Drummer Boy was there with them. It was a beautiful event. It was nice, man. They had a lot going on. They had boxing going on outside. They had a lot of other up and coming artists there. Of course, the homie Robbie was there, did his thing. He hosted the show. They had me as a special guest. They sung happy birthday to me and all that. Got to network with a lot of great people. So it was dope. Shout out to Hustle Music. That's the website right there. Check out the website. Go to the website right now. You get everything connected with the show. Merchandise, all the past shows, all my music. Get all my music. I got over 20 albums out there, man. Go get the music, merchandise. The G-Lew Show hats, DD's website to purchase her books. If you want your book published, get at DD Hairston. She'll make it happen. Yep. Damn, I don't know if the homie's gonna come back. Looks like his phone was dead. Want to give a shout out to everyone out there. Hope everyone's having a blessed week. Spending time with your family, you know what I mean? Being thankful for whatever you're thankful for. It's a lot to be thankful for. You know what I mean? We are here by the grace of God, so it's a lot to be thankful for. I want to let everyone know I'm thankful for you all, the G-Lew Show, continuing with me on this journey of the G-Lew Show. Did you get any footage of that hat, G? Did you get any footage of that hat? What hat, Spanks? Get all the merchandise. Become a member. Oh, yeah, you can become a member and all the music and all the show updates on the website. Yeah. Become a member. You get special perks. You know what I mean? So check out that website, the G-Lew Show. That's a new website. We got it up right now. Did we get any? Oh. Follow the homie Rob B right there. That's his IG. The real Rob. Make sure you follow the homie. He just had a show tonight, did his thing tonight, so he was with us on location from his show. We want to thank the homie Rob B for tuning in with us. I'm gonna give him a few more minutes and see if he's coming back. If not, we'll just conclude this show. Make sure you guys tune in this Sunday as well to an all new Oldie's Rule Forever Sunday show. We're gonna make an announcement about some things we want to do for the holidays. We want to give back to the people. Okay, I think the homie's back. What up? What up? What up?
Man, my bad. We got technical difficulties on this side.
Okay. I figured. I said maybe his phone was dead or something.
Yeah, exactly what happened, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, you good now?
Yeah, I'm good now.
Okay.
But
okay.
Yeah, like I was saying about the King Lil G, man, it was phenomenal, bro. It wasn't. I can't compare it to like the other events we did, because you know Mellow Man Ace was legendary in his own, man. That's big bro Mellow,
yeah.
man. So
Mentirosa.
Yeah, mentiroso. It was a whole nother level, bro. With King Little G, it was like crazy, man. So much promotion, so much behind it. Shout out to the Mongols. For with the hospitality at the clubhouse. And man, it was just beautiful, bro. It was beautiful. That was a dope event to host.
Yeah,
dope ass event. Shout out to King Lil G, man. Hustle Music.
That shit was incredible, Rob. You know what I like too? King G shut it down, but when he came out with drummer, man, I was like, wow, because drummer wasn't announced that he was gonna be there. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
came out with Drummer, that was even better, man, because you know they go together like Drummer said, they the Mexican Dre and Snoop. So that was hella dope,
Yeah,
man.
for real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, those the boys, man. They put it down, and the whole vibe. You know what I mean? Like when he came out on stage, I'm like,
Did you
hey,
know Drummer was coming?
yeah, well, not until that day.
Okay.
Like he told me he on his way with Drummer. I'm like, okay, hell yeah, you know.
Okay.
But
Right.
yeah, bro, he's solid too. I seen Drummer like in a few places, you know, a few different shows I've done. I see him like at the premiere for the movie. You know, he had his music on the soundtrack for a movie already and shit. So
Right.
he busy, man. You know, and when you get busy, you start seeing the people. You know, that's busy, just like you. You know, when you get these rooms, you know, you start seeing these faces. You know.
Right. That's dope. That's dope. Shout out. I want to ask you, was it because I know initially when you know when G and when King G came out, right, Miss West Coast, they were all like clear the stage, right, and people cleared the stage, but right after that the stage was filled up. Did you guys expect that? You just let it ride or what? What was up with that?
Yeah, bro. So look, that's a good question. So look, King Lil G was right there, and we like, hey, bro. We was clearing the stage, and he was like, "No, don't clear the stage." You know what I mean?
Okay.
Most of the people on stage, believe it or not, was his homies.
Right.
You know.
Right.
And they had that under control, but he was like, "Nah, leave him." He wanted them on stage.
Okay.
He wanted everybody on stage, and we was like, "Oh shit."
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that was a good vibe too, because everybody was chilling. You know.
Yeah. No, it actually was. I just wanted to ask you that because I know initially they tried to clear the stage, and usually the artists want the stage cleared, but that wasn't the case. And like you said, it was great. So I was just wondering what was behind that. You know what I mean? Was that you know meant to be, or did it just happen?
Yeah, he wanted that love. He wanted that love for sure. That he got on the stage and in the crowd, because the crowd was, man,
Yeah.
it was a full house. It was a full house.
Hey, let me tell you this. That shit was so lit. We were right there. You know, I got off and we're right there. We were right there in the front of the stage, right? And let me tell you, you know, just chilling. And when he started, let me tell you, so many people were it were people already right there, but so many people rushed the stage and moving out I even seen grown men, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, yeah, that shit was lit, bro. You know what I mean? It really was.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, man. It was a dope show. You know, everybody had a good time, man. We got so much feedback, so much good feedback.
Yeah.
We got the next one already in the works, man. It's already, our headliner already locked in.
Right.
And yeah, Hustle Music, man. Rob B, we doing our thing, man. We got Chicana Rosas coming for our next show in March.
Okay,
So,
dope.
So make sure you stay tuned for that one. We got young Chowder, I think his name is. I hear that we doing a cookie and a cookies and Hustle Music collab. So
okay,
you know, that's just a little you know, a little birdie told me that this morning. You know, so some good news actually. So we going up for the next event, man, in March.
That's dope. That's dope. And I want to personally thank you, man, for showing me love on the last event, man. You know what I mean? And having me up there, man, and just the happy birthday love and all that, man. I really,
oh yeah, for sure.
I just wanted to thank you for that, homie.
For sure, man. The homegirl had brought a cake for you too, bro, but they didn't. I wasn't on my phone like that, man, and she was calling, and they didn't let her. They didn't let her get the cakes in. So, but yeah, it's all good. We still make sure, you know, we show love, and yeah, I see what you do for the black with the black and the brown too. You know what I mean? So, you know, I got to show love back. You feel me?
Right. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. That was love, bro. And like I said, I want to continue collaborating with you or just being a help or whatever I can do, man. You know what I mean? To keep this shit pushing, bro. You know what I mean? So I'm on deck, man. Whenever you need me, homie.
Yeah, for sure, man. Exactly. Like we build it from the ground up, and like you said earlier about the foundation, that's what's important, you know. And we got a strong foundation already over here, you know. So
Right.
Let's keep building, you know.
Right. Hey, I want to ask you, out of all the events you've done quite a few events with Hustle Music. I know this King G one was very big and important. But what was some of your other? What would you say was one of your most memorable shows that you guys have done so far?
With Hustle Music,
Yeah.
um, that one, we had the Mellow Man Ace, man. That was just like that was what Mellow Man Ace helped kick it off. You know what I mean? With Hustle Music, we was
Right.
already doing shows, but he was our first like, you know, big headliner to come
Right.
rock the stage, show
Right.
you know, show Hustle Music love. You know what I
Right.
mean? Told the crowd like, you know, Hustle Music, that's good music. Robbie, that's good music. He showed us a lot of love that day, you know,
Right.
and he helped get it started. To be honest, so that event was like our kickstart to getting our momentum going to getting these events going
That's right. That's right.
with different headliners and different, you know.
Yeah. And you know the Hustle Music brand, man, is starting to remind me a lot like, man, like Nationwide, man, that same push and struggle and hustle, man. And I know you guys have a connection with Nationwide. Will we see any collaborations with Hustle Music and Nationwide in the future?
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. Nationwide, like I said earlier, man, we take notes, man, and Nationwide, like we look at Nationwide, like in Dub, that's the homie, you know, but the whole entity of Nationwide is like the big homie to Hustle
Right.
Music in a
Right.
way. You feel me?
Right.
And like a lot of these, you know, people that got these, you know, um, entertainment groups or whatever pushing these shows, you know, they're like the big homies to us. We just getting started, you know what I mean?
Right. Right.
And you know, we like I said, man, we just getting started and we just following suit. You feel me? Getting it in, we can fit it in. You feel me?
Right. Right. That's
But
right.
we definitely look at like Nationwide and a few other people like the big homies out here. You know, Bobby D. You know,
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
those are big homies in the game. Like and the people that help run that shit. You know, like we take notes. We take notes. You know, so.
Right. Right. Hey, Rob, tell us a little bit about your music, man. Tell us, you know, I know you've been doing music. Tell us, or tell the people some of the project and the work you got out there already, man, and the stuff you got out there, so the people can check out. And let me know some of the music you like. You've been doing music too. Let me ask you this: just like I talk about your favorite show you've done, what are some of your favorite collaborations or most proud moments of your musical journey?
Um, like the song that I got with Draws, man. That's one of my favorite songs.
That shit hard.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
one I got with Draws. That's one of
I
my
need a
favorite
video
songs.
for that.
Cause it has my story in it, and it's my mom's story. You know, like my mom from Jalisco coming in the '70s. You know, moving to Van Nuys. Like that's my story. You know, and every rapper has a story. You
Right,
know, and that's my story in that song. So that's one of my favorite songs. Um, you know, my mom from Jalisco, so it's black and the brown. You know, and the whole lowrider culture. You know,
right,
that's a that's real like a big part of me. You know, so
right. Do you feel, because now that you're doing a lot, I know you started with the music and all that, right? But once you become you're doing a lot with your hosting and your business with Hustle Music, how does it all balance out? Are you still invested in the music 100? Like, is that your main focus, or is it other things, or just a combination? Because how do you stay
yeah,
motivated for the music? I know that's hard at times.
yeah, it's a combination. At this point, right now, I'm working on an album that's gonna be released next year, sometime in the spring.
Right.
And we got some dope collaborations, man. We're still working on getting corrupt, but
Okay.
we already got.
That's the one right there. Did we lose the homie? I think we lost the homie briefly. Hopefully he'll check right back in. Follow the homie Rob right there on Threads, IG, YouTube. DD has all the links in the description right there in the comments. Make sure you follow the homie. Make sure you follow Hustle Music, HUSSLE Music. Make sure you follow the G-Lew Show new website as well. Make sure you check into that website, man. Tap in. I think the homie's back. No, not yet. Follow Rob right there on his IG. Okay, I think we got the homie back.
Yeah, man. I don't know what happened that time. It's another technical difficulty.
It's all good. It's all good. We back. We back. We back.
I'm still over here at the 420 Nurses, man. They still got artists performing. It was a birthday. They sing happy birthday. But yeah, man, taking dabs and faded over here.
What else going on tonight? What you guys going on after? You got an after party or what's going on after tonight?
Nah, man. I'm going into the bed, man. I need to go hit the gym in the morning and go to the restaurant. But tomorrow we got Danny Trejo toy drive, and then we got forensic the scientist, man. We pulling up the B-side show. We pulling up tomorrow in Pomona. So I got two events I'm hitting in Pomona tomorrow. So I got a busy day tomorrow. So I gotta get my rest, you know.
Right. Man, I don't know how you do it, brother. Man, like I said again, man, I respect the hustle. My boy is on every day doing some shit, and he said he's still going to the gym in the morning on a Saturday.
You got to, man. I even went to the gym on Thanksgiving, man. I was like, I called Planet Fitness. I'm like, man, what time y'all open? He answered the phone and he was like, yeah, we closed at 1. I'm like, I'm on my way.
Wow.
I even seen the professor from the Parkers and shit. I was like, what the hell? This is UPN, this motherfucker.
Wow.
But yeah, I'm like, that's the second time I seen homeboy in there. I'm like, I guess that's his gym. But yeah, man, people were getting it in. It was a full house. I low-key didn't really like it too much because I like it when it ain't too much crowd, so I can hit the machines. Hit the machines I want to hit. You know what I mean?
I know how that is in Planet Fitness. You go in there, someone's on your machine that throws you off. You gotta wait. Yeah. You know what I mean? You say you come back, and if you leave, someone else get the motherfucker. You know what I mean? So it's like,
I seen a homeboy. He right there by the machine on his phone, but behind it, and I'm like, I'm watching. I did my set. I did 6 sets of 10, and I'm done. And I look. He never moved. So I walk up, I'm like, hey, you mind if I hit it? He was like, oh, I got one more set. I'm like, man, I already did 10 sets. You've been standing there on your phone, but, I ain't trying to start no problem. So I just walked away, found another machine.
Right. That's right. Hey, Rob, you guys got the merch on deck? Anything we need to know about merch that people can tap into?
Well, right here, man, I got laced up just for this interview.
Okay.
A18 Streetwear.
There it is right there. 818 Streetwear. Okay.
Yeah, tap in, man. Shout out to the homie Smirk.
Okay.
My boy Smirk, he laced me up, man. Actually, I seen this shit come hot off the press today. I was like, man, out here looking fly.
That part.
But I deal with a lot of brands, Hustle Music, we got our own merch too, But I'm coming with my merch soon, and we got merch coming from my boy Big Mike. Big Mike coming with his merch. But like in the beginning, man, when I first started doing shows again, when I got out of jail, I was rocking Blasto, man. And I still rock Blasto.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And Blasto be everywhere. I don't know if you've seen him. You probably have by now. A lot of people know him. Yeah, Blasto, that's my boy. I've been rocking with Blasto for years, and on the hustle tip, because like I've done everything, bro. I've been a vendor like at different events. I've done tacos, like we got our own company, Lowrider Tacos.
Right.
And we'll pull up like lowrider events. I've done all type of, we did Hollywood, I did private catering with tacos and stuff. And then, cause my mom, she owned a restaurant. So we've done and you can order lowrider tacos from the restaurant. We still got it on the menu. And yeah, I've done a little bit of everything, but like when I first did tacos, Blasto's the one that was the first event I did, a lowrider event. I had lowrider tacos there with DJ Candyman, and the rest been history, man. Blasto been solid. Blasto been solid, man. So
dope. Shout out to DJ Candyman too. That's the homie.
yeah, DJ Candyman. I met DJ Candyman just being on the lowrider scene. He's been on the lowrider scene, you know. The same time I met, you know, DJ Candyman was the same time around the time I know you seen the ice cream truck. That's an OG video. Boo Boo's ice cream.
Boo's ice cream for sure.
Yeah, Boo Boo ice cream truck. That's around the same time, you know. If you meet one, you gonna meet Boo Boo if you met DJ Candyman.
Right.
And that's all I'm gonna say about that, you know. But yeah, those are my people. That's my familia right there, man. You know. And we 818, you know, out here in the valley. So
that's right. Shout out to the 818, man.
Yeah, for sure.
What was I gonna ask you? With your music, where do you see, like, I know you're working on a new album. What's the plans for the music, man? What are you trying to?
Yeah. So I think I went out when you was asking me that question. So I got my album coming out in spring, bro. 2026. We got T-Fly. We got Chicana Rosas. We got Crazy G. We got Nocturnal. And we still building different features.
Right.
Who knows, man? We might get Mellow Mayonnaise.
No, I heard you say Corrupt, maybe, right?
Yeah. We working on Corrupt. You know what I mean? That's Unk right there.
Right.
I'm tied to Corrupt different ways through family and through the hood. You know what I mean? So we good with Corrupt. You know what I mean? So that's a beautiful thing in its own. You know?
Right. What's that collaboration? I don't want to say dream collaboration. I want to be like just like some shit that won't happen. What is that collaboration you want to make happen that you think can make happen?
Man, me and Hustle, we've been, when we first started this shit, me and Hustle Music was talking about a burner collab.
Oh shit.
And we want that to happen just because we spoke it in the universe, and that was one of our main goals, like, you know?
Right.
And I don't want to change it. I want that to be what we want to do. You know what I mean? That's got to be the goal, because we already planned on doing it. We gotta achieve it now. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that was the early stages when I first started fucking with Hustle Music. We was talking about that, like, hey man, we need a burner collab. You know, we gonna be at the Novo. We gonna be at the, you know what I mean, big clubs. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's gonna be us at the Hollywood Bowl.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
Gotta keep going. All these people you see at the Hollywood Bowl, they never stop. You know what I mean? So you gotta stay busy. You gotta keep going. Stay in their face. Show up and show out. You feel me?
Right. That's beautiful, homie. And shout out to Hustle Music. I want to ask you a question. If you can speak on behalf of Hustle Music, I asked you, what was your dream, like, collaboration or dream thing you want? What do you think as Hustle Music? What is that stage, or what is that show or that Hustle Music wants that they see in the future that they want to, you know what I mean, mark that off that list, homie?
I think he'll say burner. Okay. We on the same page.
Okay.
Because it's one of those things we both like. It's in the beginning stages where we was like, imagine a collab with Burner, bro. We was like, damn, that'd be sick, bro. Fuck. You know, so sitting there just imagining, and even the shit we doing now, we was like, hey, imagine we get Mellow Mayonnaise, and we made it happen. You feel me? So like anything possible, you speak it to the universe.
Yep.
That's one thing, but you got to put it in the work, and you got to execute your ideas. Because if you don't, then somebody else might take it because you already put it out there.
Right.
And I'm a firm believer in like frequencies and shit that you don't see, and you know what I mean. You speak shit. When you speak things, words are powerful. You know what I mean. So
that's a fact, homie. I respect that. Hey, Rob, what would you say? What would your advice be to any like, say, a younger homie or somebody that may be looking up to Rob or been watching you and respects what you do, was trying to make his own come up, like whether it be music, whether it be promoting, whether it be hosting, whatever somebody wants to mark their niche in this game. What advice would you give to them, homie?
Man, I'll say stay in school. You know, get a good job, especially if you want to do music, because it takes a lot of money to promote yourself. So, but number one, stay in school. Don't gang bang. You know what I mean? Like my brother, he a gang banger, but and I wanted to be from the hood, but I thank God for my brother not, you know what I mean, wanting me to shit. My brother took off on me when he heard me trying to claim the hood. You know what I
Right,
mean? And shit, I'm not from the hood. My brother is. You know, like, I was born in the D, like I told you. You know, so um, I just, you know, you better off staying true to yourself. So, and gang banging, a lot of the OGs, that shit,
nah, that
real OGs will tell you, you know what I mean? It's
eh,
either gonna go all the way or you're gonna be, you know what I mean? It ain't no on the fence with that shit, you know? So,
right. Hey,
um,
and then to piggyback on that, right? Let me say this, homie, because I was just talking to my homeboy Spanks about this last night. And we were saying, man, how I see these younger homies, man, like the gang banging I see now, it's over, man. Like, and I see it. I know they're keeping it going, but it just it's not what it was, homie, and that's good. You know what I mean? And I don't think, you know what I mean. It's sad to see some of these younger homies just throw their life away trying to be something and represent some shit they most of the time don't even know what it's about or the history of it or what they're doing. You know what I mean? And it's easy just to throw your life or get caught up. You know what I mean? In some shit, homie, but it's hard to get out of, bro. And some people don't realize that until it's too
yeah,
late.
for real. Until it's too late, man. Like, you know, I didn't got caught up like that. You know, I had a strong arm robbery, like caught up on some bullshit, fucking around, and you know, ended up having to do the time for it. You know,
Right.
and that's how it is with the universe, man. Even if you get away, you're gonna have to pay for it later somehow,
Right.
some way.
That
You know,
part.
and I got caught up on some stupid shit, you know, but they still gave me a strong arm robbery.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? The shit from before I was doing caught up with me, you know?
Right. Right. Because like you said, the universe will eventually catch up with you, and it's hard. Like you say, we don't realize that until it's too late. You know, I know I'm older than you, and I've done shit, homie, and like you just said, having shit held over you once you got felonies and shit on your record, homie, that ain't
Yeah,
something you want, homie. You know what I'm saying? That shit
it ain't.
that
Yeah,
follows.
it'll hold you back. It'll
Yes,
hold you back for certain things, you know, for certain things that you might want to do,
yes,
you
for
know?
real.
So yeah, that's what I'll tell like any youngster coming up, like, you know, don't gang bang, stay out of jail. You know what I mean? That's why I tell my nephew, you know what I mean, my niece, you
Yep.
know, they do way better than me and my brothers and sisters did.
Right.
Shit, we was crazy, and the
Right.
kids, our kids, my daughter, man, she a good student, you know, she a good kid,
I see you
and
always at our games, and right there, that's why I say, man, you do it all, Rob. I really respect. I got respect for you, homie, on some real shit, bro.
yeah, for sure. Hey, they closing up here, right here. I'm plugged
Okay,
up.
okay. Well, I think we got it in for the most part, homie.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to leave the people with that we didn't speak on that you want to let the people know, bro?
Man, if you don't know about me, check me out. My name Robbie. You know, I hold it down for the Black and the Brown. My mom from Jalisco. And yeah, we represent West Coast culture all day. You know, I appreciate G-Lew having me on the show. Shout out to Hustle Music, Poodle Pinch Party, you know, the whole crew, LA Vendors Club, everybody in the background that support Robbie. Appreciate y'all, man. Let's go.
Yeah, Rob B, my brother, man. I'll be in touch, homie. Thank you for blessing the platform tonight, man, and having some real conversations, giving some
Yes,
good
sir.
advice and all inspiration more than anything, brother. Respect and
Yes,
love.
sir. Thank you. Likewise, bro. Likewise. I appreciate you guys, man.
Yes, sir. We'll be in touch, Rob.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
100. Hey, man, yeah, once again, that's the homie Robbie, my guy right there, man. Good dude right there, as you've seen. We had a great interview. Good brother right there. Man, he's connected me with some great things. Done a couple good shows with him. Networked with him. A lot of good shit, man. That's a good dude right there. Glad we could have him on the show. I want to give a shout out to my producer, DD Hairston, making it happen. You already know. The engine don't move without the DD flow. She's on vacation right now. Much love, DD. Shout out to the website, right? Again, check out the website. DD put it right there in the comments. Go to the website, tap in, become a member, get everything you need about the G-Lew Show. We'll be back tomorrow night with Lena Lokes, R&B and Soul, 10 p.m. We're not sure if DD will be on, but if not, she'll be back next week. And then on Sunday, Oldies Rule Forever Gospel. You know, we do it all, man. The marathon continues in memory of Nipsey Hussle. I am G-Lew, a.k.a. G-LeBeau. I love y'all. Until the next time, we up out here. That's the link to the website. Tap in, all right? Shout out to the chat. Big Spanks, Miss Trish, Keisha. Shout out to the homie Ray. Everyone else who tuned in tonight. Much love and respect.
Robbie. Hey, drone shots through the palm trees. Patron shots smoking on that bomb weed. If you don't know my name, I'm Rob E. Watch me pull up to the scene, whole squad deep. Ask around who's been holding it down. My mom's from Jalisco, so it's black and the brown. I'm standing on business, ain't no backing them down. Low riders get the hopping bumper smacking the ground. I'm back with the crown, just another LA Dodger hat. Always on the ground, I keep my pockets fat. Everybody strapped, turn around and watch your back. Pull up to the trap, other side of the tracks. 100-round drum tamborazos. Diego Rivera, it's not Picasso. Don't play with the hustle, that's how we got dough. And that 6'7" Chevy, watch it drop low. 100-round drum tamborazos. Diego Rivera, it's not Picasso. Don't play with the hustle, that's how we got dough. And that 6'7" Chevy, watch it drop.
Might see me in your hood with the Mexicans. Got the brown and the black back at it again. When them niggas come together, be like, who that is? Let's get this money. Fuck all the rest of the shit. Carne asada, tacos, and barbecue pits. Front to back, 6-4, hit the switch. My little project, niggas just hit the lick. It's legit.